This morning I'm at Black Duck Lagoon, only about 5 minutes from my place. Now the last time I was here I didn't have my ARTCISE carbon fibre tripod nor the LEOFOTO tilt head. This morning I'm going to test out this gear here. The last time I was here I got some great kingfisher photos, so I'll give you a quick walk around of this area here. It's a very nice place, very easy to get to. So this path here is located about halfway down on the left hand side when you come into the North Quarter Estate at Murrumba Downs. Concrete path, we'll walk around here. It's very nice gravel path. You don't have to move far. This morning there's corellas everywhere. I can hear them calling. You can probably hear them on the phone here. So this is the most open side of Black Duck Lagoon. I can see some moorhens, some black pullets. There's some corellas up here in the tree. Just the way they look like they're preening themselves. We've got black swans. I can't see any kingfishers. It's a bit hard to find the kingfishers until you look for them. We've got Australian white ibises. We'll walk over to the other side here. This side is a lot more dead trees and all that, and this is often the side where you notice the kingfishers diving down for catching fish. I look up into the top of the trees there. It's hard to see, but we've got a couple of corellas up here. I'm not sure they're nesting seeds, but there seem to be quite a lot of them around. We've got rainbow lorikeets up here. Should be a good morning. Let's get to it and take some photos. It was nice seeing this pair of Australian black swans with their 3 cygnets feeding in the far lagoon. This was the main reason why I bought the Nikon Z6II, as it has outstanding video quality in 4K. Then I noticed this Australian darter jump up on this sunken log and start flapping its wings, drying himself. So I took a couple of photos of it as it was preening himself, and you can see a couple of turtles just in front of it on another small log. Having the ability of capturing 4K video of the bird life that I see with my Z6II really makes it a pleasure going out now to photograph and take videos of the bird life that I see when I'm out and about. After taking video in FX mode, I swapped the camera over into DX mode to get a much closer view of this darter. And something that a lot of bird photographers don't do is, if the bird is far from you and you're shooting in full frame, you could easily go into DX mode and zoom in to whatever you're photographing. You're losing half your megapixels, but you're getting a very clear photo, and the metering and the autofocus is going to work much better because the bird is relatively closer to you. In this video of the darter, you can see, compared to the other video, that the darter is much closer and I can see a lot more detail of it. It's amazing what you see around when you're actually taking a much closer look when you're out and about in lagoons like this. Like these 4 Australian long-necked turtles just bathing themselves here. The video quality in the Z6II is great, but the photo quality also is so good. So much better, I feel, than my Nikon D500. And now you can see, like in DX mode, I'm so close to these turtles. I can see so much more detail of them instead of being in FX mode and being a third of this distance. And I noticed these moorhens just preening themselves on this small branch, and then one by one they got into the water and went around to feed. This is why I love the Z6II, because I'm able to quickly swap between photo and video, and I've set up the programmable U1, U2 and U3 modes, and I use the U2 mode for my wildlife. So when I switch to photo, my settings are set to capture wildlife in photo format, and then I quickly switch over to video form. I could take videos without worrying too much about the settings because the settings are there in memory. Now I noticed the swans had moved around much closer to me this time. There was a lot of corellas here this morning. The noise of them was just unreal, just chewing away at everything. I think sometimes they were looking for little grubs, just flying around from one tree to another. And here I was very lucky to capture this one as it just flew off from the top of this dead tree. This one here got a bit upset because some rainbow lorikeets came around on top of the tree, so it flew up to chase him away. It really didn't like the lorikeets to be very close to it. There were a few pied cormorants around. I got a couple of photos of this one as it was drying itself, and then quickly switched to video. You could see a darter just sticking its head and then just sinking underneath the weed. It's amazing. It was just like a submarine periscope, down periscopes. Quite a few Pacific ducks around as well. Pacific black ducks are always found in these lagoons, and with my Z6II, it's a breeze to capture nice videos of them. And this is my new setup in action, my ARTCISE ASC80 tripod with the LEOFOTO tilt head. Makes it very easy to capture videos and photos. Corellas were everywhere this morning, and this one here was just sitting on a branch, watching what was underneath it, squawking away sometimes. And this sequence here, this corella is just peeking into this small hollow that's in this tree here, just seeing what was around in there. I don't know what it was looking for. Mr. Pelican made an appearance, and it's funny, like when you're taking a sequence of shots, you can see it moving around. And in video form, you can see now there's a pied cormorant on the left of the pelican and two black cormorants on its right, all sunbaking away. The last time I was here, I saw 4 forest kingfishers. Today, I only saw one just for a brief minute or so before he flew back off into the bush. And it was quite far away from me, so I wasn't able to get a very good photo of it. Here you can see the kingfisher is out of focus, but the background is in focus. It's not my lens back focusing, it is the camera. I'm in dynamic autofocus mode and it's grabbed the background. And I found that this is a problem sometimes. And when this happened, I quickly switched over from dynamic to single point, and I was able to get some video of the kingfisher in focus. He was looking for a fish and he just dived down to catch a fish. And this was the last time I saw him that morning. There was corellas everywhere. These were looking in this hollow log, maybe to make a nest. They were squawking away and then they just took off. This is what I love about this tripod. Look at the height, very stable. I can just move around. I can just pan, go up, go down. Beautiful. After I'd finished taking photos of the corellas, I moved back first lagoon that I started taking photos, and I noticed this darter drying itself on a dead stump that was in the middle of the lagoon. You can see here the darter is just preening itself. Well, that's it for me this morning. This is why I love my new tripod rig. Very good height, no need for a center column, so I get great photos, great stability, and also my videos are so stable. And with the leveling here, which is part of the tripod, it means I can quickly level my tripod. You can see it's not really square, but I've leveled the tripod and now I can just turn it all the way around and I'm going to get a horizontal horizon. which is what I want when I shoot videos. And the LEOFOTO two-way tilt head is perfect. Very light, 1.2 kilos, lighter than my Manfrotto setup with the Vanguard Panda tilt. I'm just loving this setup. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, give it a big thumbs up. Stay safe, enjoy your wildlife, your bird life photography, and I'll see you when I come back from Thailand in about a month's time.